Hey everybody, my name is D Wesley. Welcome to the channel Lazy Brown Productions. So today I will be reviewing something called Wolf King on Netflix. So I will have to say I just started watching the series. I went through episodes 1 through 2. I want to see how much I could get through. I might end up binge watching it because the series is a good sit down. If you want something to relax, if you want to something to kick your feet up and good and interesting, this is that. So Wolf King apparently is a Netflix anime series based off of a light novel series. The author will they'll tell you the author literally in the show. I'll also post it in here because I love to give creators their comeuppance. But I would say so far I'm enjoying it. Episodes 1 through 2 really engaging. You kind of get a feel for the main character and what he's about. Um, so pretty much the series starts off with the guy, a boy named Drew, just living his peaceful life, living his best life, enjoying the simple things in life, hanging out with his brother, flirting with a girl he has a crush on, and you can tell he's athletic, a bit of a clumsy little doof, but that's all good. The parents apparently want to tell him something, a secret. It'll change everything. So the father ends up leaving with the boy's brother. His brother name is Trent, to feel the hurt or mind the hurts, whatever it is. The mother sits down, says, tries to tell him, but she gets interrupted by this rat-like creature. And then the rat-like creature kills the mother, and that's when the boy transforms into what appears to be a creature, wolf-like creatures, I guess, which werewolf. The brother comes in, and the father comes in because they heard loud noises, and lo and behold, which was very cliche, felt forced, they find the mother dead, and the boy hunched over, holding her body and all that other stuff. So with that, they said, "Well, I knew I shouldn't have left you alone with her," and they saying all this stuff, and now they have the whole village, everybody going after the boy. He can't fight his brother who's trying to kill him, so he goes ahead, dips right on out, and runs into what appears to be going to be our female character. So, well, female lead, main female lead. Episode 1, again, good sit down watch. Only problem I had of issue with episode 1 was just that forced cliche of, I didn't do the killing, so now you gotta. And again, I don't mind those type of things, but if you're gonna do it at least a little better than that. That was kind of quick, sloppy, and my personal opinion. I also have to say, okay, so Dad, you left it to the mother to explain it because you didn't want to tell him. And I get it, but if you had literally told him earlier, like really when they're over dinner eating, would have resolved all of that. And I would personally put it in front of the whole family. So that way everybody's up to date of what the fuck is going on here. Could have solved that whole situation. So if the rat that came in, guess what? Now you have the whole family fighting the rat-like creature. Instead of leaving the mother, and I know they didn't know that the mother was gonna be attacked, or at least the boy was going to be attacked. But still, that to me that was just sloppy. I don't know, it was just like legit sloppy. So I wasn't too fond of that. So then we fast forward to episode 2. In episode 2, again, good sit down watch. With that, he comes across what I actually no, I apologize. In episode 1, he still comes across the female lead. She's trying to pass some exam, and he's trying to get to this thing that his mother told him to get to, Birmingham, I think it was. And with that, he tosses this girl who thinks he's a thief. She lays him out, so you can see that she's the strong, independent woman that they have in the series. I have nothing against that. She's actually pretty cool. Honestly, she really is. It's not like she's the know-it-all, whatever. But you could tell that she's a tomboy. She's a warrior. Reminds me of Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon, honestly. So they get into a scuffle. Come to find out, the trainer is sick. We also learned that apparently this world has a thing called the Lions, and the Lions are pretty much what appears to be dictators, and they pretty much rule over everything, doing whatever the hell they want to do. And so, because everybody thinks there's a law in the main character's ex-home, Trent goes up to him and say, like, they're the law, we gotta trust them. Like, the main character's ex-crush tries telling Trent, like, Trent, be careful what you tell them because they'll go crazy. And lo and behold, she was right, because they looked like they went ahead and wrecked the whole town, flipping everything upside down. So back to the main character and his party. So the main character is trying to help out the female character, because literally I want to say they come across this the trainer who's knocked unconscious, and upon being knocked unconscious, they then gonna try to find a cure for him. They find a cure. They manage to get back to the city. That's when they come across the bear, and he becomes a prisoner. Episode 2 follows up with him being in prison, where I would say, I don't want to give up too many spoilers. I would say episode 2 was another good sit down to watch. The main character is just trying to figure it out, what's going on, who is he. We get a backstory of this world's lore, of who's who, who's the good guys, who's the bad guys. Upon getting that, we find out that the main character is a very important piece of the whole dynamic of everything. And at this point, we see that the female character is kind of fed up with a lot of bullish. And we kind of start seeing the pieces fall into place of who's going to be where. She has a nice little pudgy friend who's a pretty cool dude. We find out what a werelord is. Pretty much a werelord is someone who rules over the region, and I'm guessing can transform into creatures. You know, yellow eyes. And only other werelords can hurt other werelords or do silver. Which, now that I think about it, if you know what, I'm not going to even do that because I don't want to spoil too much. I've already spoiled enough for you guys. I see the main character trying to reach the Bear King or Bear Lord and try to talk to him. People are trying to stop him, and they're trying to explain things, and he's not really listening, which you understand because I'm in this prison, and guess what? I don't know what's going on out here. I'm this creature, and what the hell is going on in this world? Eventually, things get found out. We meet the dick of a main antagonist. I'm looking forward to him dying, honestly. I'm like, you need a punch in the face. I'm intrigued. I might want to read one of the novels now, because this has been wrapped up. I'm pretty sure they kind of sped things up, because you can't compare a novel series to a animated series, but let's see where it goes. I'm all for it. Let's go on to episode 3. But anyway, tell me what y'all's thoughts are. Comments below. Reach out to me. And I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.